It's gonna be a while before I get my characters maxed out. As much as I like continuing grinding books, it's gonna be a while before these two reach 80. At least my guy's all set. That and his light cone. Anyways, hey dudes, how's it going? Welcome back to more Honkai Star Rail. Last time we were just doing some adventure missions, cleaning up our laundry list of adventure missions before heading out to do more of the story stuff, and we're going to continue just doing that. We're back on Jarilo 6 because we have a bunch of stuff we want to get done. The museum can wait, obviously. We're going to do that as like a special kind of thing. It's very long from what I heard, and we're not doing that with this whole laundry list. My goal is just to go from here downward to get all this other stuff. Oh, there was one more thing in Herta's space station I forgot to talk to her about. Oh yeah, the Foxy and Beauty. Never mind. Last episode I was high then, because I thought I only had one more left in there. I guess I'll have to fit that in here somehow. Oh wait. It gets us stuff for the Zen Xiao Lafu. Interesting. Maybe it's something later I must have picked up there, and then it wants me to go back to Asta, then probably head back to Lafu. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. But let's do some Jarilo 6 stuff. It's been a while since we actually did any side quests here. Let's actually go do just that. I think this one right here, though, is a puzzle, which I think gives it to you daily. Yeah, I know, that's how far behind I am on these side quests. Trust me. This is why I want to get them done. Watch carefully. The thing is the turnabout controller. Put your hand here and then do this. Just when you... Just where did you pop out from? Did you need something from me? I was sent here to be assistant instructor. What's assistant instructor? Oh, I see Tanya sent you here, didn't she? That girl always makes decisions for me without first consulting me. I've told her many times that I can deal with it myself. But now that you're here, I can't let you hang around and do nothing. Well, let's get started. Although, come give me a hand. I help to set things up. Ready, kid, come over here and see what you do in front of you. I'm not going to explain how minecarts work and tracks work. I know how they work. I played Minecraft. Let's be real here. You grew up in the underworld. So even if you've never seen them before, you probably heard them. Yeah. The thing is you need to pay attention to is this, the track controller. The principle is very simple. I rated the controller just as I told you. And the disconnecting tracks on the turnout will then be connected together. I cannot talk tonight. Although the Geromaro light connected tracks will light up, you can use this to judge which direction the minecart will go. Then comes this blocker. There's a natural, as the name implies, the blocker will block the route for you in the minecart. If the minecart is stopped by one of these, then the one thing we can do is send it back to where it just came from. All we need to do is put our plan in the path and adjust the track's direction throughout the controller to push the mining cart into its destination. That's it. I'm done. You just groaned and moaned and didn't say anything, so I'm not even sure why you're getting all this. But I have a way to test you. See, the test rig has been set up for you already. Show me how you go about operating it. I'm not sure about this. What do you mean by that? Well, it's way too hard. What did you say? Like I said, it's too hard. How should I go about it? I don't understand. How many times have I taught you this already, huh? We talked about this theory. You seem to be pretty into it. But why does it always cop out when it comes to the real thing? Anyone with a shred of intelligence should have mastered this a long time ago. Operate the controller, change the tracks, move forward, operate the controller again, then reverse. What's the difference in that? I still can't figure it out. Brat, you're just trying to send me to the early grave, aren't you? You, come here. Show how it's done. Anyone who had half a brain can do it. I don't get it either. I'm only an instructor assistant. Enough nonsense. This is why Tanya sent you here in the first place. Alright then. Let's get started. If you want the minecarts to be reset, feel free to talk to me. Minecart test. A minecart is operating and the appearance seems to be having a bit of a trouble in the great mines. Help push the minecarts around to designate the blocker of some interest. The goal is to move the empty minecart to the blue blocker and move load ones into the yellow blockers. You could load or empty the minecart in the ore piles. If the minecart won't move, then you need to send it turn around, change the direction, and try to continue moving. Yeah, this is like a really old like sub quest I didn't do. Switch the tracks. I'd say give it a good old push. There you go. Watch it go. Pretty simple. Nice. Come here. Let me give you a little something. But it's not over yet. Hang on. I'll get you another one for you. Oh, is there more to this? Do I not have to wait daily for this? Let's go. That's the spirit. Let's begin. Oh, do I not have to wait daily for this? I remember my buddy Nathan, aka Sir Pinky, was doing this when we talked on a Discord call a couple months back. I think it was a month or two back, maybe. And he said this was monthly, I think? I'm not sure. Also, Seela's here. I just realized she's right there on the bottom right. Watch carefully, boy. The blocker in the yellow light is on this is the stop for the loaded minecarts. The empty minecart should be driven to the stop with the blue lights. No shit. Thanks for telling me that. Okay. So there's that one. Wait, won't this just crash into this? Yellow lights. Oh, wait, I know. I push this one into there. And then I push this one back. And then we switch the tracks and then push the loaded cart onto there. I'll talk to Seela after this. I just realized she was just standing there. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, she's right there. Oh. That reminds me, I got a text from Brania I gotta respond to. You can now see why I wanted to clean all this stuff up before we hit new content land. Oh, shoot. Never mind, I thought it was gonna be a reset. No, wait a minute. Do I have to push this one in the back? Oh, no. Okay. Let's fix that goof up. There we go. My bad. So get some of that credit. Smarter than this kid. Take this reward. I get another one for you. Keep them coming. We're gonna get all this done. Go. Well, he's giving me 5 stellar deeds. That works. Watch carefully. The block where the yellow light is on to stop. Load a minecart. Yeah, I think I understand this now. Load the Geo Marrow into it. Oh, it's gotta go here first. Load it. Did we push it again? Make this fun. No! Why is that an option? I know, I'm in the way. What? Wait. Art blockers ahead. Oh. Wait. Why is that a button? Please load it and keep it loaded. That's what she said. Okay, wait. Am I missing something? Or am I just stupid? Art blocker ahead. Please try a different... But there's nothing in the way. Cart blocker. Okay, sure. Whatever, it works. This is a wonderful... What? Am I in the way? I must be. Oh. It needs to have the yellow lights on. Really? Can't go over the yellow lights? My shoe or something? I do look like... My guy does look like he has pretty big feet. Must have been in the way or something. You wanna... Art blocker ahead. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it. I swear I'm losing my mind. You actually solved it. Yeah, it's not hard. It's just a minecart. I guess it's time to get serious. So now you want to get motivated. We're just slacking off most of the time. I'll deal with my lazy apprentice later. Thank you for your help today. It takes us over road. I almost remembered to say hello for Tanya for me. That being said, the puzzle that guy gave to that brat today was nothing more than an appetizer. The tricky stuff has yet to come. If you have an interest in minecart, I can set up a site for you. With a smart boy like you to motivate him, this brat might actually put more of an effort into things. Your reward is over here. You can take a look. Oh, maybe it is I was walking over it. Sure, thanks for that. Oh, so that... Okay, I think now it's a month... Not monthly, daily thing. Right. He's just right there chilling. What's up, Sampo Kowski? Oh, it's you, Isaiah. You're finally here. Come do me a favor. We're such good friends. Why won't you watch me? You won't watch me suffer, right? We're not that close. Oh, that's a bit harsh. We've been through ups and downs together. And now you just pretend you don't know me. How can you be so cruel? Just do me a favor. If I start mining tool rental business in the mines, but I'm missing a few key tools, I want you to help me find them. How simple it is. A piece of cake, right? The investment cost of this mining tool rental is still very high and not easy to find a supplier. But I'm not worried about losing money. What matters is some people really rely on the business to earn money and support for their families. Do you really care whether other people can be supporting their families? What do you mean by that? I've always had a big heart. Think about how helpful I've been to you in the past. You can't deny it, can you? I mean, you disappear out of thin air. I'd like to know how the hell you're doing that. Well, to put it simply, there were some minor accidents in the mining area earlier. You know it. You know what it's like. It was chaos. All the mining tools I brought at a high price were lost, and I was furious. Coincidentally, not long ago, a customer ordered a set of equipment for me. Well, I like to go looking for it myself, but the situation in the mining area is complicated. I hear there's fragmental monsters in some places. Gosh, ordinary people like us can't get close at all. I want to ask you for a favor because you have such an extraordinary skill and great connections. You're much better than me at this sort of thing. Let me see. I lost 3 mining tools. It's a little hard to find them, but if you can help me find those 3 pieces of equipment, I'll give you a secret treasure map. How about it? A very attractive deal for you, wouldn't you say? Treasure map? That sounds like a fraud. This treasure map is absolutely real. I would always do business with the utmost integrity. Don't be fooled by those scoundrels who are just jealous of me simply because I make good money. The mining team has a rule in all the mines that all miners have at least 3 pieces of equipment before they can go down to the mines. I can't rent them out, and I don't have all 3 of them. 3 of them. My good man, please have some sympathy for me. Just once. Otherwise, forget it. Please don't. It's hard to find the right person for the job around here. Jeez, wait a minute. How about this? Help me find 2 pieces of mining equipment and I'll give you a treasure map. How's that sounding for you? As for missing 3rd tool, heck, I suppose I'll have to fork out a little extra money to rent from the miners to leave. I don't even know who's on holiday right now. Fine. I knew it. You're such close mates. I need to help a brother out. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's see the list. There's one called a thermal powdered mechanical mining pick. The supplier said he lost it on his way home from work. Guess it's somewhere around here. This one should be simple. The other one is a customized pink safety helmet. This one is a little complicated. Looks like it got snatched from some vagrants. Might need to help you find a way to get it back. As we previously agreed, just these two. Thank you so much for your help. It's a pleasure working with you. I'm sure it is, Sampo Kowski. Weirdo. He's a very strange man. I don't know if I fully trust him. Oh, hey, buddy. I see you thugs are still around here. Don't know why. You should go home. There we go. Jeez, 2 battles right off the bat.
Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
I'm assuming I have to fight you too, or I'm just talking to you. Okay. Who are you? Why didn't you give me a proper... Why don't you give me a proper greeting? Don't you know the rules around here? You're a tough guy, aren't you? Snatching other people's helmets? What do you mean by snatching helmets? Pick it off the ground. Do helmets grow from the ground now? What? Don't you understand the human language? Like I said, I found it on the ground. The rules of the underworld, the finders keepers. But mind your own business. Ah, I get it. You're here to pick a fight with me, aren't you? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Come on.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I don't know, the end. I don't know. Oh, come on.
This combat needs optima.
I hate the traffic lights. Like, one enemy in the underworld I hate the most are these freaking traffic lights. Because look at that barrier. Like, any damage destroys it, but it's like a whole turn you have to waste. I know, I'm bitching about an enemy in the Gator game.
Can I have fun this?
It's just how I feel. It's dumb. I mean, it's literally whatever. I'm not wasting my burst on an enemy. This ain't auto battle. Like 10% health. Nice pink helmet. I wear that with pride. That's my nice pink helmet. And where's the other one? Or do I have to bring him this back first? I have to bring him this back first. Alright. Oh. Wait, is this the pick right here? The mining tools left standing on the ground. The rust stains on the ground seem to have resulted in miners dragging their tools on the way home from years. The mess of the miners too obscure the pick from view. It would be difficult to spot at first glance. It seems to be what Sampo said was earlier was true. What kind of pick is that? Like an auger or something. A high powerful cool. Wait a minute, there seems to be a name written on it. The pick was Sampo supplier. Also, minor weekly issue 192. Back so soon? How'd it go? I got what you wanted. Wow, so efficient. I'm sure you can't find anyone better than you to do this in the underworld. Not even with the help of the geomarrow lamp. Let me check the goods, make sure they're what I'm looking for. The color you need, do you even need to double check? Come on, it's just procedure. Don't take it so seriously. As I said, I'd do the same even if I was dealing with the Supreme Guardian. There you go. There's indeed a real deal. These are exactly the 2 mining tools I'm looking for. Here you go. Be sure to take good care of that treasure map. Just follow the mark on it and you'll sure find yourself a supplier. The map looks decent, but the details are questionable. This map legit? Of course it's legit. Just go dig up the treasure and see for yourself if you don't believe me. I promise there'll be some good stuff. Relax, all the treasure maps here in the underworld just look like this. No way I could be wrong. Just trust me on this. Alright. Time for you to go get that treasure hunting. I'll be waiting for you to hear the good news. Yeah. I know how treasure maps work. I play 7 Days to Die. Wait. Oh. Man, Sampo gives you a reward, mysterious treasure map. Where was that? And is it in my bag so I can look at it again? It is. So in between, it's under this bridge part. I know where that is. Off to the right and crossing that little hallway. All these guys are in the way. Not that I don't mind fighting, it's just I don't want to, but I don't have to. You were just seeing things, don't worry. What's this? A gas mask? Wait a minute, there's some characters engraved on it. Peck? This guy again. Mine tools, Peck. Set of 3. Darn it, Sampo fooled me again. That unscriptious merchant. Now I have to go back and deal with him. I'm gonna kick his ass. Wow, this looks like a Borderlands mask. I pick up this book and go. Nope, I just want a book. I just want to read. I don't care for fighting. Also, checkpoints. It's not that I don't want to fight. It's just like, if I don't have to, I will try to avoid it. I almost hit this guy. Nope. See ya. You're gonna catch me. Hey, buddy. So anxious. Those 3 mine tools. Why didn't you do something? How's it going? Did you find a treasure? This is what you call treasure? Hey, you found something. Come on, come on, just hand it over and I'll explain. Yeah. Think about it. Aren't these 3 pieces of mining tools the real treasure to a miner? The amount of values you could produce by these pieces of equipment is sure more than enough treasure that I know of. Hey, calm down, take it easy. You don't need to get physical with me. Let's just talk it over. What are you two talking about? Can't you just deal with my problems first? I have a shift tomorrow. I can't sleep without my mining equipment. I can't work without my mining equipment. Relax, see, our handsome Isaiah has brought you this for you. Listen, Sampo, your sweet ass talk ain't gonna get you out of this. I saved you twice, Peck. Oh, it's you, the outsider sent by Dr. Natasha. Thank you so much. If not for you, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to sleep for a whole month. What? You two already know each other? Well, if I knew this in the first place, I wouldn't have to spend so much effort trying to fool. Oh, I mean, nothing. You see, Peck, I always keep my promise. Although here's the gas mask, which means you got all your mining tools now. Hey, the cost of finding things I have been included in the agency fee, but since we're such good friends, I only charge you 30% more this time, okay? 30%? Alright, wait, let me see if I got any change. You two work together to scam me? Hey, don't say it like that. Just let me explain. The mining equipment rental business I told you about before is real. I have asked many people, and I realized Peck worked only 1 day a week in the grape mines. Ahem. What do you mean by only work for 1 day? I'm actually busy by my other business, resting 3 days before starting another day of work so I can work and help me work more efficiently. So anyways, when you're not working at a job, or should I say when you're in between jobs, your mining tools are just sitting there. So the idea came to me, why don't you just collaborate with me, and so we can rent out these tools and we can make some good money together. Indeed, you are right, Sampo. You really are the one with the business scam or scoom. It was only after I sorted all things out in my head that I learned this guy has somewhere managed to lose all 3 pieces of his precious equipment. You see, I'm a businessman, not a scavenger. I'm not all that interested in a sort of scavenging job, so naturally I immediately thought of you. Can I punch you now? Calm down. Look, I have a generous treasure map here for you. I've been taking such good care of this precious of mine, so you see, the former owner's treasure map turned out to have quite the tragic story. Once upon a time, there was this old miner who betrayed all his friends just to get his hands on this map. Unfortunately, not long after, one of his friend's daughters came for revenge and killed him. It seems I've heard a colleague telling me a similar story. I never guessed I had the treasure had fallen into your hands. You sure have your ways. You flatter me. I'm just gifted with insight to do some good business, that's all. Though I think you can trust me now. You lie to me again, I wouldn't dare no more. Fool you once, shame on you. Fool you twice. I won't do it again, I swear. Well, Peck got his tool back. My rental business can continue, and you got your treasure map. I bet we can say that this was a win-win situation. Something seems to be a bit off, but it sounds perfectly reasonable, Sampo. You truly are a smart fellow. If you don't mind, I'd like to discuss some confidential business with Peck. What are you waiting for? Go find the treasure. It's a real treasure map, it better be. Treasure map made a long time ago, judging how old it is. It seems quite convincing. Under the bridge. Okay, there better be something there. Watch him book it. Freaking Sampo. Such a weirdo. Don't mind me, gamer girl passing through. Awesome. Oh, I didn't realize I had the function for the treasure map. This guy, oh, forget it. Just trust him once more. Yeah. Breathe psychology. Thanks for that, I guess. Thank God I got that out of the way. That red mark was really bothering me. Let's do one more after all that talking, jeez. Let's do, one more. We'll do Out of Control. And then we'll end this, adventure mission episode. Because why not? Then I gotta do probably one more. I should be able to get the last of these done with one more. Maybe it might be to another adventure mission episode. I'm not sure. Might be two more. Might be two more. Freaking Molly. What do you do all these defective robots? Well, come on. What are you squirming around for? The workers in charge of the arm management forgot to report the defective units to the commanding officer. Those robots may have already been deployed in the restriction zone. What? Don't get angry. I have a written report of the incident submitted to management. We just need to wait for them to send someone to deal with it. But you know what our approval system is like. Until then, we can't really do anything. We can't just wait here and do nothing. There's big trouble, and if we don't deal with this now, how can we sit around and do it so calmly? You're right, but we still have we're just small potatoes. There's no way we can deal with those crazy robots. This makes me so angry. Where are the garrison people? They're so to blame for the restriction zone receiving this batch of the superb garbage since they didn't do enough quality control. Shouldn't these people come forward and provide us an explanation? Well, I contacted them, but no matter what I say, they just blame it on the technological division, saying they're unreliable, the garrison has nothing to do with, which means we have to deal with it ourselves. That's ridiculous. How can they shrink to their responsibilities like that? You need a hand? Huh? Which department are you from? I met in the city before. We did? I don't remember you at all. Wait, aren't you that outsider on the warrant of the architects who are so desperate to apprehend you not so long ago? This is a military restriction zone. You're not even Snow Mouse is supposed to be able to enter here. How'd you manage to get in? Space anchors. Oh, whatever. If you can put up a fight against the Silverman Guard, those crazy robots might just be a piece of cake for you, right? Listen, I have something very urgent, but I need your help with it. It's a matter of life and death. Saving people is my passion. Easier said than done. I hope you really are that reliable. Let me give you a rundown first. So last month, the garrison ordered a batch of guard robots, and the time the malfunction team was so overstretched that they would have no other option but to outsource some workloads to a private manufacturer in the city. And it turns out this batch of robots is simply superb, and it's a real danger that they could go out of control. Guess you've already heard what happens afterwards, so I'll say no more. In short, I hope you can deal with these out-of-control robots as soon as possible. Take them back to the core modules. I don't care how you do it. Electromagnetic interference, remote control, simply smash them to pieces. They're useless anyways. I've marked the general location of these robots. Hurry up, we don't have much time left. Beating up robots is my passion. It's not murder if it's robots. It's true, it isn't. You're not it. You're just a dormant robot. Now this guy here, though, he looks like he can screw someone up. I just shot a robot with a gun.
I'll see you off.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! And return!
Man, it's gonna be quite a pain to get artifacts for 2 of these characters. I still need better artifacts for Silver Wolf over here.
This combat this is double speed.
Nah, we don't need to do damage boof buff. Damage boof. I said boof. Didn't mean to.
We shall take back what we lost.
Actually, could I approach him and do something different? I'll try approaching the next one I see. Run is around here doing America's work. I might need to move this stuff over. Actually, I do. Roller needs to go to the right. Actually, I think I can just snipe him from there. Oh, so close. Get back here. He's so close to getting hit, but he's not getting hit. Come on, I can't cheese it. That would have been funny. Oh well. Oh. What's wrong with the robot? I didn't recognize this at all. I have no idea. It seems to be a new robot from the garrisons. If we dismantle like this without telling the captain, will we get in trouble? It's a faulty robot. Let me handle this. Aren't they brand new? How come? Because the garrisons don't do proper quality control. Just leave it be. It's not our job to pursue this matter. Are you here to retrieve it? We have already removed the core module. Please look into this matter and don't let this happen again. It's so scary. That's what happens when you rely on robots. It gets scary. No, come back. I want to try to snipe him. Okay, I can 100% hit him from here. Barrel was in the way. Got him. Had to. I'm not walking over there.
Time for a bug. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
I'm still not
Can I
using that
have fun
damage
now?
buff. That's just overkill.
This
Actually,
combat me.
Never mind.
This is double speed.
I say I'm not going to use it. And here comes the barrier. Have I been over there? I don't think I've been over there. Hold on. Okay, I'm staying in this side, gotcha. Hold on, time out for 1 second. I don't think I've been over there. The gate's locked. No, I haven't. What? I guess I kind of forgot about this. There's the 10th chest.
Ample supplies.
Oh, I can't go in there anyways. The F button got broken. You hear that? What am I doing? I can just warp over there. That's what I was missing, the last chest. I thought you can open that gate or something for a minute. I thought it was like a whole new area. I was supposed to be like shocked for a second. Like, wow, I didn't check that. Actually, I wouldn't have been that shocked. I expect it. Oh, Pella's here. You should take a moment to think things through. Who is involved in the quality control process? This is an outsourcing project. Tell me what all the names you could think of. Miss Serginia? Miss Serginia and the researcher here, I don't know much about as much as you think. Firstly, my last name is Serginia. Secondly, you don't have to patronize me, just call me Pella. I don't care if you call me officer or not. I only care about handling this in decent properly and efficiently. And it depends on whether you can give me the usual information or waste our time. Where's Molly? Oh, you're here. Well, Molly, it looks like you're keeping quite a lot of things from me. Like this gentleman here who suddenly appears in the military restriction zone. Also that Molly. The part did tell me to not make things difficult for outsiders, but the Silverman Guard restricted zone isn't just something I can let you hang around. And here they are with those defective robots. This time you can just say it's none of your business, but be honest and tell me the truth. I understand now. It's more or less as I summarized. Since Miss Molly and you are involved in this indecent, this makes sense now. That's those core modules. Hand them over to me first. No problem. Alright, Miss Researcher. Do you want to commit? You want to comment on this? Your statement seems to be a bit different from this gentleman's. Mr. Researcher. Well, I was just afraid to make Molly a suspect. She can be a bit impatient at times, but I can assure you that Decent has nothing to do with her. Please, just spare me, Captain. Don't worry, you and Molly will be fine. Just don't play silly games with me, and this won't ever happen again in the future. Remember what I said, don't waste my time. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Captain. Sir, I do not know how you say that last name. Her name is Pelagane Sergei? Oh, whatever, I gotten used to it. Even though I really want to hold you responsible for trespassing to the military zone, I'll never let this slide this time. Since Serval vouched for your abilities and character, I would also like to ask you to help me deal with this indecent, which is a chance for you to make up for your mistakes. Long story short, this robot incident is just one chapter in an ongoing investigation. The stakes here are very high, and Miss Molly may have ruffled some feathers, or she might be in danger now. I'm gonna ask you one last question. Do you know where Molly is? Well, there seems to be a family emergency, so she ran back to check up on him. There was a Silverman guard from the garrison who came to send her the message. I don't know what they were talking about, but she looked dreadful afterwards. I think you can go to the administration district. There's an apartment building next to the abandoned business street. I think Molly's there. Guess I was right. She's in trouble. I'll go first. Please follow me as soon as possible. That does not sound good.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
There she is. You must be Molly from the technical division. How are things going? Leave me alone. So annoying. Huh? Oh, you're Officer Pella. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of an emergency. I'm very sorry. And you're here as well. Have those defective robots been dealt with? All done. No one's hurt. That's good. No, wait. Why should I have anything to do with me? What I ended up doing was just cleaning up the mess left behind by those guys. Why should I worry so much for them? It's not like it's my fault. Anyone get hurt? Forget it. What do I care if they live or die? Family? Oh, this is what you two are here for. Fortunately, I live alone. No one else got hurt. I was waiting for the updates to the arsenal just now, and these people came to me. They said I just went too far this time, and they gave me a warning. I realized something was wrong and ran home as fast as I could. By the time I got home, the whole house had been turned upside down by them. All the valuables and even the worthless stuff are gone. Everything gone. They took everything. They even wrote insults on all over the doors, walls, and windows and walls. Insults? I can't even do anything about it. What am I supposed to just let them get away with it? Can't anyone hold them accountable for their actions? I was just doing my job. Why do I have to be humiliated? What did I do wrong? We'll help you take back what is rightfully yours. This all happened because of me. You don't have to do that. I just need to blow off some steam. Don't be afraid, Miss Molly. This isn't your fault. Just handle this from now on. We are Silverman guards are now officially on the case. For now, it's best you do not directly confront these thugs, since they just shown that they're not shy about using violence. Oh, another thing. You can rest assured that we are the Silverman guards will not let you go homeless. You can seek temporary shelter in the Neverwinter workshop for now. The Neverwinter workshop can assure your safety. Just say my name when you meet her. But I want to go with you. I want to see all those gang of thugs brought to justice with my own eyes. It's just too risky. Your security matters are top priority. I'll arrange for you to have your house fixed later. For the time being, please just focus on protecting yourself just in case of further repulsal. Oh, she's very upset. Isaiah, I already know the people responsible for this. Their names and all their records. They won't get away. Now, let's go back to restriction zone and get those filthy thugs a proper greeting. I agree, Pella. I'll have Branya, shoot them. No, pixel gun. That's better than a real gun. These pixels are sharp. Oh, why is Molly here? She's got here before us. Wow, she must have teleportation powers, so she got here way before we did. I knew it was you guys that did it. Have you all even ever thought about what happened if people die from those defective robots? What happens? Let me tell you, even if something really happens, your technological division is to take the blame. You... Come on, Molly, I've warned you many times to keep your mouth shut about things in the restriction zones. You know how it goes. You scratch our backs, we scratch yours. Looks like she's in trouble. Quick, let's check it out. Yep. No? Okay. Give up, little girl. You think you'd be alone putting aside the ends of all Bellbox shady dealings between its military and its merchants? So much bigger than you possibly can imagine. All we've done so far is just do a little do-over of your house. But even if you provoke in the air of those higher ups, we won't let you dare think about the consequences. Shut up. That's enough. Put your weapons down and put your hands up quickly. What happened? Oh, I get it. Good one, little girl. You found someone to help, didn't you? Unfortunately, those two weaklings. Let me tell you, even if the captain himself were here, I wouldn't be scared off. Wow, it seems you aren't taking me seriously at all. I'm an intellectual officer in a major case, and this is a major case. I may have to put it into my own agenda. Let's kick their butts, Isaiah. No need to hold back. As you know, Silverman guards have first-class medical support. I like that idea.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength! Huh. Time for a fun!
Let's settle this.
Two of them are way so imaginary.
Troublesome.
Nothing
This
major.
combat needs optimizing.
These are just shooting Branya.
Hit.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun!
I'll see you off.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength! Time for a fun! This combat
You need to
needs-
stop buffing.
This is double speed.
Weaklings, huh?
Lance ablaze. Lance. Forward.
Save that burst. I don't need it. Okay, now we do.
Eternal sleep.
And return.
Honestly, I thought that was gonna be it. Still a little more enemies. By the way, Lacha's crit damage is like 150 something.
We've entered
His crit rate is so poor.
to guard and defend.
Well, you know, if he gets a crit, it's gonna do a lot of damage.
Divinity. Repay.
Healing pool is activated.
Lend me your strength.
Oh, no more skill points.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Like, I can do that too, buddy. Freaking taunts. Nice.
Time for a fun. This combat needs. This is double speed.
I'll see you off.
Oh, right, taunt.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Oh, look at that, her
Can I have fun
debuff.
this time?
You spell that debuff. That probably would have been good, but eh.
Eternal sleep.
And return.
Not that bad. Yeah, taunt can be annoying to deal
This
with.
battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I've never seen it as a huge problem, though.
We've entered the storm. To guard and
Yeah.
defend. Crush them.
Then again, I haven't done that much of Simulator Universe to see it's a problem.
This combat needs. This is double
These
speed.
guys really don't like Branya.
blaze. Lance! Forward!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Lend me your strength. Huh. Time for a
One of
fun.
them's probably gonna blow. Yeah. Not a big deal. They don't do a crazy amount of damage.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. You'll pay for this.
Oh.
Resistance is tiny.
Hey, I'll see you off.
Now hang on to that.
Time for a fun.
There we go. That took a bit. Doberman guards rush into the scene, and under Pella's command, they led the criminals to the confinement room. They'll be waiting their punishment. Is it over? You're safe now. We're not bluffing, you know. If I weren't for you guys helping me out there, I'm afraid I would have been... I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank goodness you weren't hurt. Also, we found hard evidence of all their little idyllic deerlings, so we were most shady merchants. I believe you were looking for something as well. Is that right, Miss Molly? Indeed, I found it. And luckily it's still in good condition. Good to hear. I do have another serious question to ask you. How did you manage to show up before we did? If anything, you should be at the workshop now. Well, I was thinking about how all this happened because of me, so I thought I should. That's not a good excuse, Miss Molly. No offense, but you are simply too reckless. I do admire your bravery and sense of duty, but you're still lacking in this situational judgment and thus often end up putting yourself in harm's way. Have you really got that much thought? You really gave me that much thought? How could you win a fight against those slugs all on your own? Let's be charitable here and assume you could beat them. What then? Are you really equipped to take on a criminal mastermind behind the scenes? You're right. Officer Pella, I didn't think carefully enough about my consequences of my action. I thought those goons were entirely off the mark when I said I couldn't take on the whole world just on my own. I thought I could make Bellabog a better place. Well, I can't even manage my own life. I'm working so hard, but what's the point? Can't change everyone. My dream really a joke? A city that stands for justice and equality? Impossible in this world. Well, Molly, please don't get nihilistic? Maybe it was just being too harsh on you just now. I mean, upset by you. Sorry, I'm fine. I just couldn't help myself. It's better to listen to Officer Pella than head back to the workshop. Perhaps this job is just not for me at all. Don't say that. Well done. Sorry, I'm fine. I just couldn't help myself. I better listen to Officer Pella and head back to the workshop. This job's not for me. You are just as tall as her. Wow, you're fun-sized. Take her back to the workshop. I'll have to follow up on you on this incident. Let's meet at the workshop later if you're free. It looks like Molly needs some time. I think if we warp there. Text? Yes, knew it.
Log off. Head back.
It is. I want to thank you for helping Molly out. It's the least I can do. Well, just helping everyone, don't you? Coming down to the workshop if you can. Molly's not as grumpy as she seems. She actually wants company. Sure, we'll see her real quick and then we'll end this off. I know it's over an hour, but I'd like to see the conclusion of this. Listen, Miss Serval, if you shake the box slightly, you can hear a light cleaning sound of water. Probably some kind of vinegar that used to dissolve papyrus. Papyrus? It's sort of like those kinds of mechanisms your file would be automatically destroyed if you're forcibly opened. Looks like it shouldn't be just taken apart, or should I say, it should be handled non-destructively. Take it apart. This could be quite the hassle. Let me take a closer look. What I'm trying to say is we shouldn't even try to take it apart. Are you guys in trouble? Yo, Isaiah, to what do I owe the pleasure? If you have something that needs fixing, just leave it there. I'll have it looked at after I first figure out how to take apart Miss Molly's heirloom tin box. Do not take it apart. Oh, I'm just a little anxious. I didn't mean to Miss Serval, sorry. I'm just joking. Rest assured I won't damage it. Don't you have to go back to work, Molly? The thing is, after what happened last time, I took a long vacation. I felt like I needed to switch my mind to something else. I mean, there's nothing but chores left for me in the military right now. And also, I have messed up with some big wigs that I shouldn't have. I don't know if I should stay in the technology division anymore. Ugh. Don't worry, Pella has sorted it all out, but I do understand your concerns. You can think this over in my workshop and stay as long as you want. Anyways, you can see Miss Serval and I are trying to figure out the most about this mystery about my family's heirloom together. The ones we bought back from the last incident. I remember my father telling me that this insurance left by our ancestors when there was no way to find a way to open this iron box. We haven't made any progress opening other than finding the other puzzles engraved in this box. I just wanted to take it apart, but Molly wouldn't let me. What were my ancestors thinking? Why would they want why would anyone in dire need have the time to solve puzzles? Way to mess with their children. What's the puzzle say? That's the problem. I can't even read the puzzle. To us, it's just a bunch of letters that we've never seen before. We thought about this logically, speaking the box like we can be opened with the corresponding key. But this box doesn't use pin, tumbler, locks, mechanisms at all. It's just the shape of a keyhole. It's so odd. It seems like we need not much to key, but something like a screw or drill. Apparently Miss Molly's ancestors didn't leave such oddly shaped keys, so we had to bite the bullet and solve the puzzle. But in any case, we would have to decipher what the puzzle is first. Decipher? Oh yes, Miss Serval, Isaiah, could this be a Silverman Guard encryption technology? After our family worked in the technological division for generations, so it would be stretched to presume that my ancestors would use code from the guards, right? Makes sense. But I was expelled from the guards a long time ago. I have no idea of that kind of thing. Once heard my colleagues from the intelligence department talk about this. I didn't know it was to specify. After all, I'm just entry-level employee. I don't usually encode these kinds of things at work. I'm out of ideas. What do you think? Could ask Pella for help. Oh yeah, she's an intellect officer. I do believe Pella mentioned that she would get a new magazine before she left this morning. New magazine, huh? I see, so she often spends her days at the bookstore. Let's go find her. Maybe this might delve into something more. Now I'm curious about this now. This is books. Hey Fizz, how's business? Oh, isn't that Serval? Business? Same old. It's a nice way to earn a living. Every now and then I can read leisurely like this. Are you here to pick up that book? Sorry, there seems to be something wrong at the publisher. I haven't received it yet. Well, no worries. It's not like I need the book right away. I actually came to see Pella. Was she here earlier today? Is Pella? Oh, she just went back to get money. She should be back soon. Are books sold here that expensive? Here's what happened. Miss Pella wasn't aware that the new magazine, the Venue Limited Edition, and she only bought enough money for the regular edition. What magazine is it? What is the Venue? I'm guessing it's a fanfic of that Tales of the Winterland. They have both novel and comics they write about the relationship between characters in original novels. They were created by fans, and some of them are completely related to the original works. I think they have meetings on a regular basis to share their ideas. Pella's an important member of the Tales of Wonderland fan club. They all call her, what was it? I knew Pella was so good at this kind of thing. Well, smart people are just good at everything. Yo, Frizz, I'm back. All right, on time. Miss Pella's back. Why are you all here? So, Frizz, it's kind of embarrassing. But could you do me a favor and reserve that limited edition for me? Seems like I have to buy it a bit later. Also, you didn't let them see the new edition, did you? Of course not. Oh, good. Thank you, Frizz. My dignity in the intelligence officer has been saved. What are you guys doing here? Don't tell me you're here to buy books, because I won't believe it. You should have deciphering something. Yep, you see, Miss Serval and I found a little line of code in the heirloom tin box. Can you take a look, Miss Pella? I mean, I could. Let's go back to the workshop and talk about it in detail. Back and forth. Oh, cool. Thanks for warping me here. Appreciate it. Pella, now that you had a look, what do you think? I think you guys are probably on the right track. These disorganized letters that certainly resemble cryptograph. However, given that it was created in the 600s or 700s years ago, it's more likely used as a complete different encryption algorithm. So what's the encryption algorithm that they use then? Let me think. Remember that in Chapter 2, Section 4, 7th edition of the Silverman's Guard Cryptology? It says, in the early days of the Guards, Richard Blankin, intelligence officer and chief of the technological division, popularized the earliest encryption method within the force. All the letters are shifted in 4 places backwards in the alphabet, and the cryptotext can be attained this way. The reverse can also be used as decryption. Let's try it out. According to this method, it should... I got it. Here it is, the key. At a mountain pass, waiting for the place, the Supreme Guardian. Place of operation, in addition, the inscription, Richard Blankins. Based on the surname, this Richard is indeed my ancestor. Wait, this isn't the guy Miss Pella just mentioned. What on earth does this mean anyways? Get out of Bellbog, Riddler. What is a Riddler? Mountain pass, the place of operation, the Supreme Guardian. I'm guessing it's referring to the fortress that's encoded in the Fragmentum. And the key must be referring to the key of the open box in the other worlds. This ancestor hid a key of the heirloom tin box corridor in the fading echoes. Uh-oh, even for the guards, it's difficult to set foot in the Fragmentum, let alone ordinary citizens like us, especially if that's what you want to go searching for around inside. What do? We finally found a clue. We don't have to give up, right? We can help you find it. Even for a seasoned traveler like you, the Fragmentum's too perilous to go into, so I've heard. You're really gonna help me find the key? Thank you so much, but I don't want to pressure you into this. Safety should always be the #1 priority. Don't worry, I'll look after him. Miss Molly, just wait here on the workshop with Serval. Before we do, let's go now. You ready? Yes. Oh, it's a challenge. We'll find Pella.
As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call Interastral Peace Appliances. Beep, beep, beep! Finding will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store.
Oh, it said there's nothing here. Wait a minute. There's something wrong with this floor tile. There's a line of words engraved in it. Dopamine? Does that mean we should step on the floor tile? Maybe something's beneath underneath? I don't think so. If it's buried underneath, it wouldn't just say dig me up. Okay, let's just do that. Small oval frame container, slightly yellowish portal lies quietly in the secret component's hidden tile. Man pictures dressed like an old uniform guard. It's quite classic look to about him. If only he weren't making such a silly face. Lift the portal over to his backside and see a clockwork rotating arrow. Ink is dried up. I have photos of all its intelligent officers throughout the ages hanging up at my office walls. Compared with them, old Balkan here does look quite classy in his portrait. One can even describe him as handsome. Alas, I just feel like something precious has been curled, ripping up in my heart. Might be the so-called static beauty. Maybe, but I'm kind of agonistic about it. Calm down, Pella. Calm down. Forget what you just saw today. Okay, I put it all behind me now. Wow, Isaiah. Balakin also has painted pattern of a clockwise rotating arrow on the back of this portrait. There seems to be a sentence below. The next clue is sleeping in the shadows of the arch. Maybe the next clue. This is something left by old Balakin, protector of the hidden mechanisms. Very much could be the next clue. What are you trying to say? I said a new clue. It's probably related to the arch. We'll make this our next objective. Oh, there's an enemy right there. I am gonna try to avoid if possible. You I can't. You I can't avoid.
Let's settle the eternal state.
And return! Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! I'm on guard.
Let's delve into a whole new thing. I thought it was gonna be the conclusion. I didn't think it was gonna be a whole nother quest. Oh, whatever. Best to get these things done. Excuse me. I'm trying to avoid fights because it's like I'm just trying to get through this right now.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Time for a fun. This is double speed.
You chose the wrong
This is
enemy.
interesting, I guess.
Lance at the head.
I didn't think it was gonna delve into something more.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun.
Let's settle this.
That was just enough damage.
I'll see you.
I'd rather say my ultimas. There we go. Just enough damage.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Back in here. I have to kill all these enemies. I think I'm gonna have to.
Let's settle
This
this.
combat needs up. This is double speed. Can I have that?
Hopefully that battle wasn't too bad.
Let's do it again when you're
It
leveled
was in the
up.
corridor. I think I have to go through here. Wait. There we go. Right here. Well, this time is very straightforward. You see on the floor tile the patterns of the clockwise rotating arrow must be somehow related to the previous clue. What do these arrows mean? To be honest, I'm not sure for sure, but it's probably related to some kind of reasonable structure. Rotatable structure. Write that down first and copy it for you. Here you go. Sheet of paper Pella gives you. There's several ordering drawings, a clockwise rotation arrow and a counterclockwise rotation arrow, with their annotation at the bottom that says structure. Turn the sheet over, find some beautifully written, intelligible scribbles. The words are all jumbled, but you do see a passage of the three chambers, respectively named Artem, Anna, and Delamere. Okay, let's keep going. A piece of paper now. Here you go. Good. Let's find a blank page to write down on. Done. Take this one instead. Forgetting all this text you just saw on the back. Don't you dare tell anyone about it. I won't. Keep your secret a safe, Pella. Here we are, and on the left, retaining rows of fortified zone, which are behind the fortress defense line. On the right, path leading the front line fortress parapet. spell for now. In the fortified zone, there's always a revolving gear bridge that seems to have some structure. As well as the Silverman Guard restriction zones. I have to go there and investigate the control terminal. So I'll pick the road on the left. In the meantime, please use the path on the right to go to the front line fortress. See you stay safe. Honestly, I kind of just want to get through this one. I didn't think there's gonna be this much more to it. Have a look around with Findy. Seems like there's gonna be much more to this. So I might skip some text here and there. Because I've had quests where it's like, you would start it and it would be like the conclusion to it or whatever. The down Pel's notebook. Yeah, if dialogue kind of repeats itself, I'll probably skip some text here and there. Especially if we're just trying to get to the point. This guy's in the way. Alright, moving on. I propped in the control terminal, the gear bridge was failed. Here, Pella, the gear bridge is locked. Find a way to unlock it. Hold on. And final lock external. Clockwise rotation arrows. This is the correct step. Counterclockwise. This is the correct step. Clockwise again. Being non-stop, then you hear a loud, clear noise. Come within the terminal, becomes silent again. These are operable again. I just guessed that, honestly. I wasn't paying attention to what you were supposed to do. Oh, I see Pella right there. Yep, that was it. I just guessed that, honestly. After you began to think you couldn't make it. Piece of cake. And with such elegance, looks like you're truly worth your salt. Worth your salt. Let's recount what just happened. After checking the data sort terminal, I found that the gear bridge breaks can be released following the sequence given these patterns. However, I still don't understand why old Balakin left these passwords behind, so I thought I should meet up with you first to discuss it together. But who would have thought at the moment we crossed the gear bridge, it started rotating by itself, leaving me on the other side. Tried controlling that thing, but the bridge was locked and the emergency brakes. There's nothing I can do in a hurry. I tried calling out your name. Fortunately, you heard. Thank God. I almost left you here alone. Needing the help in the end. Now all is well. By the way, I also found the key to Miss Molly's thing. Oh, Miss Molly's, yeah. Also, there seems to be a scary monster nearby. I wouldn't be able to deal with it alone, but I thought I'd wait for your help. Go kick its butt. Over for you. Go beat it up. Oh, that robot.
Ready when you are.
I got no more points. He's guarding a chest. I want it.
Don't get complacent.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Oh, you're all doomed.
Return!
Because they're all weak to imaginary.
Lend me your strength. Time for a fun.
Hit. Lamps ablaze.
Oh, it's like my e-bike got stuck for a second.
Forward.
Yeah, I think after this there'll be like maybe one more episode of adventure missions. And then we'll move on to the new stuff.
This is double speed.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing any quests I should do before starting new content. So I don't want to start something and it being like, oh, you should have done this first. And it's like, oh shit, you know. I haven't seen anything like that happen, but you never know. That could start happening soon.
Unavoidable.
Shoot this guy.
Lamps.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna be close to death.
Time for a fun.
Wow, that didn't kill. Kinda hoping it would. Now it's dead. And yes, I saved my ultimas. Because I'm lazy. Got it. Piece of drill-shaped jewelry engraved in the word Balakan. It seems like this must be the key Molly's looking for. Mission accomplished. Let's head back to the workshop. Looks cool. Old photo of Balakan. Oh, come on. You're not going to let us see what he probably looks like? That'd be kind of neat. Oh, well. This opportunity. No, not time to log off yet.
Head back.
We're almost done, I think. Hey, Trailblazers, welcome to make some workshop. Back. Hey, you're back. How was it? Did you run any danger? Fortunately, none at all. That's good. If something happens to you because of me. Anyways, enough ifs. Please tell me what happened. Sure thing, Miss Molly. Interesting adventure. Such a pity that I didn't go with you. Should be find a chance to investigate those mechanisms and dismantle them next time. Well, we have to get to Japard's approval first. Anyways, I'm glad to see you two back safely. Much appreciate your help. Plus, I'm also very interested in what you found over there. Let me take a look. Found a portal or portrait. This Balkan was really energetic when he was young. Seems to remember those medals on his uniform. Supposed to be a Medal of Honor from the engine of the creation project. Also, according to the shape of the medal, Richard Balakan was probably one of the chief engineers of the engine creation project. Engine creation? What is that? I think I might have only seen it in the Technology Division archives. To the best of my knowledge, there are a few relevant records even in the official documents of the guards. The guards have access to. All I know is that there's a giant geological transformation unit built under the Astro Rand era, and now it's all lost. So I see. This guy was really incredible. It's just strange that he liked messing with people. After all, Genius is so energetic. Anyways, thank you, Isaiah. Definitely a treacherous, interesting photo. Also found your key. Was that it? Let me see. A drill-like gadget should fit perfectly into the keyhole of the tin box. My hands are trembling now, Isaiah. I hope your efforts weren't wasted. It's a paper? The descendants of the Balakan family. Never let go of the wrench and drill into your hands. Refrain from both belligerence and fancy. With a wrench and drill in hands, you have the power to change the world. Richard Balakan. Power to change the world? I think I get it now. I've always had a bad temper, and ever since I was little, and all the other kids that shunned me, things didn't get better after I got a job. I've gotten into quite a few fights with people over some very trivial things. Truth is, I shouldn't even try to change people at all. It's all just a distraction to keep draining my passion for life itself. Just like what my ancestors said. All I need is a wrench and a drill. Figured it out. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm quitting my job in the technological division, starting my own thing. This time making my own. I'll be able to decide my own fate, ignoring all the noise from the outside world, and focus on the work I have at hand. One day, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to bring change to the city. I support your decision, absolutely. My goal in life is to be like Miss Serval, who has no fear and pursuits of her work, with such passion while simultaneously creating values for others. So that's how you see So that's how Molly sees Serval. Never thought she could change a real role model for her someday. Well, it's a bit embarrassing to say it out loud in front of her. Even I don't have a brain of a genius, nor was I born with an influential family. Miss Serval has always been a role model. But when I try my best, after all, it's already gone through so much of my own. What are you talking about, Molly? I don't like the sound of that. Eh? Did I say something wrong? Well, not wrong per se, but I have to point out two inaccuracies of what you just said. Firstly, even though I'm the eldest out of the Lando family, I was actually kicked out of the family a long time ago. All the stuff about the prejudiced family has long been in my distant memory. Secondly, you and I are not really that different. You see, we're actually similar life experiences. Both of us, we are both genius technicians. You can we could fit them in the military, and both forced to get out of work on their own. Genius? No, I'm not like you, Serval. I'm no genius. Why are you being so modest now? I heard from Isaiah that you weren't like this before. Miss Serval, please take me as your assistant. That's right, that's the spirit. Young and promising mechanic. Been waiting to say this. Celebrate your first assistant at the Serval workshop. Let me play a song for everyone. Come on, pal, get your drums set up here. Alright. Seems like I can't get out of this one. Well, let me go to Frizz's place first. I have to get my hands on a limited edition magazine yet. Want front row seats. Welt's texting me? What the hell is Welt? March Dong Hong and CXers about to the worth of Bellbog. Saw March 8th. This is a while ago, Welt. Why are you texting me this now? March 8th? Oh, Dong Hong may have intended to mention this in his records. It's the Antimatter Legion Frozen the Eternal Freeze, right? Intended extraordinary, but probably not what we're looking for. After the Blizzard Gorilla 6 weekend, Himiko and I just detected an undefined signal there that enabled to decipher the contents. Considering the fact that the planet has just gone through the crisis of the stellar run, still not stable, it would be troubling if the signal kindly have no problem. Himiko and I will have some rewards ready when you get back. Stop feeding me subquests. I'm trying to get all this done. Business comes knocking. I have so much stuff. Maybe I won't get through all this before I get through the new content. I am getting through most of this, which is probably what's going to end up happening. I'm probably going to end up getting through most of this, but I am way over my time. I'm going to have to edit this down. Maybe, hopefully. We'll see. But anyways, if you watched the videos up to this far, I really appreciate it. If you wish to further support me, I have an Instagram. It's at InsaneIsaiah_64. We also have a Discord for me, Sir Pinky, and our two artists also have a Discord if you wish to join those communities. Appreciate it if you did. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!